yogis. My name is Samantha, and this is Balancing Act. I want you to join me for a beautiful 15-minute flow. This is a perfect thing to do in the morning, before you go to bed, to wind it up or wind it down. I want you to modify as needed. So if anything feels painful, I want you to take it back and listen to your body and do what you need today, because this practice is for you. So we're going to come right into our down dog position to start the class. So press your hands into the mat and pedal it out. Awesome. Just landing here in your down dog. If this is your first movement for the day, just find some circles. Find some circles with your shoulders, with your wrists, with your heels, with your hips. And just rock back and forth here, pedal it out. I want you to come up nice and high in your tippy toes and swivel your feet to the right and press back into your down dog with your feet at an angle. Press it back. Feel that IT band stretch down the outside of your right leg. And then switch it to the other side. Same thing. Really make sure you're pressing evenly through your hands, really focusing on the base of your index and your thumb, because that's where they roll away from. So we have to compensate a little bit extra there. And back to the center with your heels. Pedal it out some more. And then raise your right leg nice and high. Make some big circles with that hip. To the outside and to the inside. And then drag it all the way through. Plant it between your hands. I want you to come up to a nice low lunge here. Big, strong legs with your hands back behind you. Press that left heel back towards the back wall. And then slowly and controlled, raise up to a nice high crescent. If you wobble, if you fall, just find it again. That's part of the journey. Nice, deep lunge here. And then as you step your left foot right to your right foot, I want you to clasp your hands behind your back. That takes some control and some strength in that right leg. Bend your knees nice and deep and forward fold with your hands clasped. And then open up your chest to the right as you bend your left knee. And switch sides. Open up your chest to the left as you bend your right knee. And sweep the hands forward all the way up to standing. Deep inhale, exhale, dive down. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Both feet come back into your down dog. Left leg rises, bend the knee, and make some big circles to the outside and to the inside. Awesome. Drag that left knee all the way forward. Plant it between your hands. Come up into this nice low lunge. Hands come back behind you like airplane wings. Take a breath here. Exhale, and on the inhale, rise up to a nice high crescent. Drop your shoulders down as your hands reach high and nice and low here. Get that left knee and that right heel moving away from each other. And as you step your right foot to your left, clasp behind your hands and forward fold. I do like to keep a micro bend or more than a micro bend in my knees here. Open up your chest to the right as you bend your left knee. And then switch sides. Really try to peel open your chest here. And then sweep the arms all the way to a standing position. Dive back down. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, step back into your down dog. Get up nice and high in your tippy toes and ripple roll forward all the way into a nice big up dog. Press the tops of your feet into the mat. Press the hips towards the floor. Pull those shoulders back and down. And press back down dog. Right leg raises nice and high. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Bring that right knee to your right elbow and press it back, three-legged dog. Right knee to your center, right towards your nose, crunch, press it back, and right knee to your left elbow. Press it back. And bring it all the way through, plant it between your hands. We're going to cartwheel all the way up into Warrior Two, right into this big, strong pose. Reach the hands out, make sure they're floating over the feet, and sink down. Always think about magnetizing your feet together in Warrior Two. Tip back, peaceful warrior, paint the sky with your hand, and extend it out into extended right angle. You can use your arm to support you in this first one or in all of them. And tip back, reach forward, tip back, and this time slice your right hand all the way through, slicing the air down into your triangle pose. So both legs are straight here. Open up the chest. Think about your body is in one plane of space. So try to get it flat like a piece of paper, nothing jutting out in front or behind. And breathe here. Left arm comes all the way forward. Bend that front knee, and you're in a lunge. Rock it back and forth just a bit and take a big twist. Raise the right. Heel open your right arm. Now the right leg is going to come on top of the left for a big side plank. Reach your right arm up, squeeze your glutes, and press your hips to the sky. Your feet can be stacked or staggered, or you can lower this bottom leg for a kickstand. So whatever modification works for you. If you can, I want you to let your right leg just float up as your right arm floats over your ear, elbow to knee, extend it out, and then the right knee comes in and plants between your hands again. Beautiful. Now we're going to walk these hands out and come right up into our half moon. Open up to the sky. Your right leg is nice and strong, and your right foot is nice and strong. Whether it's pointed or flexed, I don't care. It's just strong. From here, if you want to reach back and try to grab your foot, press your foot against your hand, hand against your foot in your candy cane pose. This is a really, really nice quad stretch. And of course, you're opening up your chest through this whole thing, and you've got that micro bend in your right knee. Slowly release the hold. Open up to your half moon once more. Drop that left hand. Give me some little pulses here with your left foot. Then drop that left knee, kick up your right foot, and then drop it behind you into your wild thing pose. Press your hips up to the sky. And give me a nice big open wild thing. Stretching out the front of your body from your feet to your hands. And then swivel it back around and press back into your down dog. Now, of course, we're going to do that on the left side. So raise your left leg. Bend your knee. Open up the hip. We're going to drag that left knee to our left elbow. See if we can make them touch and press back downward dog. Left knee to your nose, crunch, press it back. Left knee to your right elbow, press it back. And it lands between your hands, and we swing all the way up into your Warrior Two. Sink down into this pose. Make sure your hands are floating over your feet. Pull your feet together. It's a little bit of a mental cue, but also a physical one. Tip back, peaceful warrior. Reach over your left ear. And extend it out. Right arm floats over your right ear. And reverse it. And extend it. Reverse it, and this time we're going to slice it out into our triangle pose. So straighten the left leg as you reach, reach, reach. Find lots of space on the left side of your rib cage and drop your left hand. Reach with your right. Try to find one plane of space here for your body. We don't want your hand out in front and your butt back behind. Everything should be in one sheet. Reaching, reaching, reaching. Really lifting up through the kneecaps, always in your triangle pose. Now drop the right hand and come into a lunge. Rock it back and forth a couple times. Let's take a twist, plant the right hand, peel open with the left. Oh, this is the best stretch in the world. Then we're going to drop the left hand and walk it out into our half moon pose. So let that right leg float up. Right arm floats up to the sky. Nice, strong right foot. Squeeze your glutes, lift up through the kneecaps. And then if you want, reach back and grab the top of that right foot. Press your hand into your foot into your hand. You should definitely feel a beautiful stretch here through your entire quadricep region, hip flexors. And reach it up again. Right arm comes forward, step back nice and long, and then left leg kicks up back behind you. Let that left leg come to the outside of your mat and into your wild thing. Left arm reaches over your left ear. Press the hips up nice and strong. Pull those shoulders away from your ears. And then back into your down dog. Nice going. Make some big circles with your hips here. Drop to your knees and pull your hips back into your child's pose. And then roll it all the way forward. Press the hips down into the floor and rotate that a couple more times. On your own breath. Just moving through the spine here. And press back down dog. Beautiful job, guys. We're going to pull our tush back and hop right between our hands and slowly lower all the way down. Now from here, we're going to come into a big lying boat pose. We're going to put our hands behind our head and we're going to do 1 minute of bicycle crunches. Now in between each bicycle crunch, I really want you to land in your boat pose. So you're landing here and then the left knee comes in. If you need to take a break from this, then by all means, hug your knees in, but do your best not to touch your feet to the floor. I want you to keep your feet off the floor for the whole minute. We are about 30 seconds in. So we're just going to keep moving through these. And the most important part is to make sure that your lower back is fused to the mat. So really tuck that tail in and make sure your lower back is touching the mat the entire time. Keep it moving. I know it burns. You can always stop for a second. Hold your knees. You can lower your head to the floor. And last 3, 2, and 1. Hug those knees in. Very good job. Make circles. Plant your feet and let the windshield wiper out. To the right, to the left. Press your hips up to the sky. Really press through your feet evenly here, which you kind of have to press extra through the big toes. So make sure all 4 corners of your feet here are pressing. Clasp your hands underneath you. If you want to get really high up on those shoulders, go ahead and press everything up nice and high. Back of your neck is nice and long, and we do not look left or right when we're in a bridge. No, we don't. We just lengthen out the back of the neck, squeezing our glutes, and then unwrapping them, coming down one vertebrae at a time, and hug the knees in. Give yourself a little hug. Awesome. Last thing we're going to do is hug that right knee in and extend it for a little stretch. And then drag it to the left side for a twist. Same thing on the other side. Drag the left knee in towards your chest. Extend it. Ooh, I got a hamstring situation, so I can barely straighten this leg. So I'm modifying, as you can see, which is what I want you to do. Modify as needed. And then take your twist. And all the way to your back. And here we are in our Shavasana. Extend your feet out in front of you and just let everything go. Beautiful job, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day.